Welcome to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program here on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana. This is an exciting week here on WVLP and in the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program in particular. Actually, most of WVLP probably doesn't really care about this particular thing, but I do, because for the last several weeks, if you've listened, you'll know that the Northwest Indiana Empty Arena Wrestling Federation has been running its Empty Arena Wrestling Tournament of 64 to crown Northwest Indiana's Empty Arena Wrestling Champion. And the finals have taken place. So what you're going to hear in this show is, first of all, this introduction, how you doing? And then you're going to listen to some of the words provided by Dick Davis and Billy the Kid, the two finalists in this tournament. And then I'll put in, for the radio listeners, something I haven't put in before, which is the die rolling. Now, this whole thing has been run like wrestling D&D. All the matches are decided by rolls of a virtual 10-sided die. And I haven't been putting them in the audio broadcast because it's more of a visual thing. But this one was relatively short, and it was for the final round, so I'm just going to make it one package. The video portions of this, which have been put up on YouTube and should still be there, and I will also put up a video portion of this as well. Those videos have included the die rolling, so go to the NWIWRAP, NWIWRAP YouTube channel if you want to check those out. But you're going to hear the audio for the die rolling. You're not going to hear the die hitting the desk, right? Because it's a virtual 10-sided die. You may hear the click of a mouse, but you'll hear the reaction to the die rolling. This final round was determined in a best 3 of 5 rolls. After the die rolling, you're going to hear the quote-unquote results from the match as it's taking place in the empty arena, and then we'll wrap things up. And at this point, I started this a few weeks ago to sort of keep myself entertained and occupied, and it's been great fun. A lot of people have been really good sports and pitched in with audio. I will probably just put the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on hiatus for a bit, unless either a good opportunity to interview somebody comes up or the wrestling shows start getting underway again in Northwest Indiana, in which case I will start covering those shows as I have been in the past. But at least for the next couple of weeks, I don't think there will be any wrestling talk, and my 2-hour block will be taken up by mostly metal in its entirety. So anyway, that's the introduction to this episode of the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program, and this introduction has almost run on longer than the rest of the content probably will, so I'd better get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WVLP studios for this final round of the Northwest Indiana Empty Arena Wrestling Tournament. Before the action gets underway, we've been provided footage by the two finalists, Dick Davis and Billy the Kid. Dick Davis actually got himself an interview by the masked enigma Joe B. Now, I don't mean to give away any secrets, but even though Joe B had a mask on, as good people do these days, and was wearing a hat and glasses, and his face was hard to make out, I'm pretty sure I know who it was. And I have to commend Dick Davis for his ability to get Mauro Ranallo in disguise to give him an interview. That was pretty exciting. Then you'll also hear some words from Billy the Kid. And as a reminder, again, you'll be hearing the audio here on the radio broadcast. If you would like to see the videos that go along with this audio of these interviews, then go to the NWIWRAP YouTube channel. And if you happen to be watching that already instead of listening to the radio broadcast, well, if you want to listen to this without the audio, then go to WVLP for the replay. This show is broadcast Wednesday night, May 6th, and then Sunday night the following Wednesday night at 10 p.m., Sunday night at 8 p.m. Anyway, I will cut to the footage that was provided by Dick Davis as he is interviewed by Joe B.
Good morning, Backbreaker Wrestling fans. It's a special Sunday morning quarantine edition of an interview with Dick Davis. I'm Dick Davis's personal correspondent, Joe B. So, Dick, tell me, what have you been doing to stay fit in quarantine?
Well, not only just staying fit during quarantine, but staying fit and preparing myself for the finals of the NWIEAW tournament, which I'm in against the Old West Outlaw, Billy the Kid. Of course, I've been pumping iron. I've been clanging and banging in the garage, but not only that, I've been out here playing a whole lot of Yahtzee. And I realize that the dice roll may not be in my control, but it doesn't hurt to get a little bit of a feel for the things. And not only that, but everybody out there can guarantee that I called up my buddy Richie Rothschild, who I was in the semifinals with, to see if he can send a little bit of the fates, a little bit of that voodoo magic my way. So the Gypsy's got my back in the finals here.
I'm dying to get out in the sun. Perhaps go to beach, get out on the water. Do you have any plans when this thing ends?
Well, Joe B, summer's coming up. I'm going to be out on the boat. I'm going to be at the beaches, and I'm going to be at the bars. And when I say I'm going to be at the bars, I'm going to be back right at home at the Slovak Club. And it's funny that you asked me, because sometime after this quarantine's all over, everybody can finally get back outside and go out and do what they want to do. Me and Richie Rothschild are going to have ourselves an old drinking contest over at the Slovak Club. And not only that, but all the wrestlers are going to be back out for Backbreaker Wrestling in Griffith, Indiana. And I can guarantee you that. And me and you, Joe B, we're going to hit up the club too.
I'll be looking forward to it on the sandy shores of Whiting, Indiana. Mike, Dick, I heard that Billy the Kid's mom is so old that she remembers the 1918 pandemic. I mean,
some of these old timers are so old, they get to see it all, Joe.
These quarantine masks are reminiscent of the Old West. And for Dick Davis, I'm his personal correspondent, Joe B., the El Bandito.
Thanks, Morrow. I mean, Joe B., for your assistance being Dick Davis's personal correspondent. I'm going to have to put in my own application for that position. I mean, I hate to turn it into a competition, but that's a high-profile gig, and, I would be selling myself short if I didn't say that I would like that position. Billy the Kid is next.
Billy the Kid and Dick Davis in the championship match for the NWI EAW. It's been a long road. Not so much for me because I kind of got a second chance to come back in. But you know what? It happens. Dick, you and I are friends. But as soon as we enter that ring, it's going to be a war. I'm going to come at you with everything I got, and I expect the exact same thing from you. So, cheers, my friend. Oh, your little buddy, Joe B, with his little Billy Kid's mother is so old kind of joke. It's adorable. I have a little, little story to tell you that his mother told me the other day. So little Joey B came running home one day as a child, and he came up to his mother and he said, "Mom, today the teacher asked a question that nobody can answer except for me." And his mother goes, "Oh, little Joey B, what was the question?" Joey B goes, "Who farted?" Yeah. Leave the jokes to the professionals, son. Till then, see you in the ring, Dick.
Again, the two finalists in the Northwest Indiana Empty Arena Wrestling Tournament of 64, Dick Davis and Billy the Kid. Now, if we have a second wave of this virus come through and we have to do our staying at home one more time for any duration, and the Empty Arena Wrestling Federation gets underway again, I think one of our premier matches may very well be Joe B's mom taking on Billy the Kid's mom, maybe? Let's see about that. I'll work on signing that match. At this point, I'm inserting the audio and or video of the virtual die rolling session that determined the winner of this final match in the tournament. I never know whether to put the die rolling before or after the recreated quote-unquote match results, where you actually hear the end of the match as it's taking place in the empty arena, because either way the surprise is spoiled for the next one. This time I think I'll put the die rolling first, just because it's short, and really that's where the suspense is, because it's a best 3 of 5 rolls to determine the winner. So again, if you're listening to this on the radio, you get the audio. If you go to YouTube, or if you're already on YouTube, first of all, thanks for giving me a click. But also, you'll have the video of this, which, it isn't exciting, but it puts it a little bit more into context. This is also why Dick Davis talked about practicing his Yahtzee skills. Here we are in the final exciting round of the Northwest Indiana Empty Arena Wrestling Tournament of 64. We are down to Dick Davis versus Billy the Kid. This last round will be decided by best 3 of 5 rolls. Dick Davis is in charge of the numbers 1 through 5. Billy the Kid is in charge of 6 through 10. I'll write down the rolls as we go along so I don't have to test my memory. So roll number 1 for match number 1 goes to Billy the Kid. Roll number 2 for match number 2 goes to Dick Davis. 1-1. Number 3, Dick Davis again. Dick Davis leads Billy the Kid 2-1. Here comes match number 4. That's it. Wow. Billy the Kid started off great, but Dick Davis comes back with a flurry and wins 3 in a row. Here comes outside interference on behalf of Billy the Kid, and oh man, they really got the upper hand on Dick Davis. They leave him laying in the ring. So Dick Davis wins the tournament, but at what price? Congratulations to Dick Davis. That wraps things up. Thanks to everybody who participated, and I'm going to stick this video in with the videos of the promos and the audio that they sent in and slapped together into this week's broadcast and posted on YouTube. You are listening to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana. We are coming into the action where Dick Davis and Billy the Kid have just exchanged some punches and chops, and Billy the Kid charged at Dick Davis, who was standing alongside the ropes, and Davis flung Billy the Kid up and over the top rope to the floor on the outside. This is giving Davis a little bit of a respite to catch his breath. This match has been going on for quite a while. For some reason, there's a bald, very hairy man standing at ringside. I believe it's Hardcore Harry. I don't know why he's out here, but we'll go with it, I suppose. The ref is counting Billy the Kid, who's outside the ring, but Davis goes out through the ropes to the floor, slams Billy the Kid's head into the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring, and puts him back in the ring, climbs up to the top rope and comes off the top rope over the ref with a karate chop. He goes for the pinfall, but Billy the Kid puts his foot on the ropes and breaks the count. Davis with an Irish whip into the ropes and a chop right to the chest to Billy the Kid. Another pinfall attempt, but no luck. Kicks out after 2. Another chop to the head of Billy the Kid, and another right to the forehead. And another as Billy the Kid was trying to recover. Billy the Kid's on the apron outside the ropes now. Davis with yet another karate chop. Oh, maybe that was a punch to the head. Billy the Kid rolls out to the floor. Hardcore Harry is kind of staring at him like he's about to pounce, but no movement from Hardcore Harry. Dick Davis with a shoulder blow to the midsection of Billy the Kid. Somersault flip up and over into the ring, and now tries to get a pin on Billy the Kid, who gets out at 2. Davis with another pinfall attempt. Billy the Kid kicks out at 2. This is a busy match. Dick Davis sweeps Billy the Kid's foot out from under him, does a somersault up and over the top of Billy the Kid into a pinning predicament. But once again, Billy the Kid's energy, a small package. 1, 2, nope. Billy the Kid kicks out again. Billy the Kid does not want to go down. Now a big body slam from Davis to Billy the Kid. Davis looks like he's trying for a slingshot. Oh, there goes Billy the Kid up and over the top turnbuckle. His head looks like it met the ring post. Billy the Kid stumbles back. Trips over Billy the Kid, but no pinfall there. Billy the Kid is kind of blinded. He just swung wildly and almost hit the ref. And now there's a couple of exchanges of small package roll-ups. Neither person is able to get a pinfall on the other. Both guys are just dragging. They're sweating. They're breathing hard. Davis is now he's given up on the karate chops. He's just punching Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid grabs the elastic band of Davis's trunks, his tights, and pulls him over into the side of the ring, hits the ring post. And now Billy the Kid is dragging Dick Davis back out of the turnbuckles. Looks like he's going for an Irish whip. Davis catches him, spins him around on recoil. Oh, man. Davis just collided with the ref, and the ref is down. Billy the Kid with an Irish whip into the ropes and gives Davis a clothesline. When Davis comes back off of the ropes, the ref is still down. Here goes Billy the Kid out to the corner, climbing up to the top turnbuckle. He's going to come off with something big here. Oh, it's going to be a big elbow drop right on top of Davis. Billy the Kid's draped over Davis, signaling he wants a count from the ref, but the ref is still out of it. If the ref had counted, that would have been a three count. Billy's shoving at the body of the ref, trying to get him to respond with no such luck. So Billy the Kid's going outside the ring. Oh, look, he is grabbing the ring bell. The ring bell is screwed into a large, heavy piece of wood, and that ring bell is a solid piece of iron. Billy the Kid's trying to go to the top rope with the ring bell. Oh, look, Hardcore Harry has jumped up on the apron and yanked the ring bell away from Billy the Kid. I don't know what their history is, but Hardcore Harry is trying to make sure this is a clean match. Hardcore Harry's back up on the rings again, and he shoves Billy the Kid off of the top rope into the ring. Maybe Billy the Kid's head hit the ring bell itself when he was falling back in. Now Billy the Kid's standing up, picking up Davis for a slam, but Davis rolls in under him, puts him in a small package, and gets the 3 count. Billy the Kid tries to bring in the ring bell, has a little bit of a catastrophe courtesy of Hardcore Harry. Dick Davis gets the win. Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Davis is the winner of the Northwest Indiana Empty Arena Wrestling Tournament. He's now celebrating in the ring. His arm is being raised by the ref, and the bald and very hairy Hardcore Harry is also in the ring celebrating. This brings to a close the 64-person single elimination Northwest Indiana Empty Arena Wrestling Tournament of 2020. Let's hope we don't have to repeat this later this year or next year. Congratulations to Dick Davis, who has won the whole thing. Let me read through the names of everybody who was involved from the start. Dick Davis, Idle Hines, Jaden Quick, Excalibur, Moxie Molly, BD Smooth, Maverick Cage, Brutus Dillon, Young Money, Jonte Keith, Lightning Bolt Johnson, Johnny Motley, Rick Raid, Tony Rican, Dakota Prodigy, Gabe the Brave, Cliff Caviar, Richie Rothschild, Austin Fury, TK0, Roger Lanier, Flawless Dave Allen, Adam Bueller, Jared Kripke, Sabotage, Jeremy Hadley, the Polish Heartthrob, Jaron Skalka, K9, Steven Drochner, Hardcore Harry, Cujo, Drex Odell, Scotty Young, Kurt Joseph, Douglas Stout, Kyle Cross, Rancid, Joey Rack, Cletus Farmer, Jorge Bravo, Rockstar Johnny Nye, Drew Skills, Shady Chris Zion. Happy birthday there, Shady, earlier this week. Fireball, Billy the Kid, Theo Storm, Lawrence Bonpafo, Jake Roan, Charlie Cruel, JC Bunyan, Tony Thunder, JT Quick, Kevin Graves are almost there. Jimmy Holmes, Luis Rojas, Diesel Traxi, Crimson Dynamo, Xavier Black, Thomas Keith, DW Kelly, Cade Lee, Gregory Glover, Nick Cutler, Kevin Storm, Mitchell Taylor, and Angus McDuff. Thanks to everybody for being good sports, especially those folks who contributed some audio to keep this stuff fun. I hope it provided a nice little distraction for everybody. The best way you can thank these folks is to go out and support them. Once wrestling shows start back up, no matter where you are, there is wrestling near you. Go out, buy a ticket, maybe buy some merch. Show these guys and gals some love. And keep them going once things are underway. As another sort of thanks to everybody for participating, I'm going to make a donation to a charity somewhere in the northern Northwest Indiana region in the name of the Northern Indiana and Northwest Indiana wrestling community. I'll be posting a very short poll online soon. It'll probably have like 3 different places to pick from, and if one particular place gets an overwhelming amount of votes, that's where I will send the donation. If the votes are evenly split, I might split the donation. We'll see how it goes. So stay tuned to see that online. With that, this brings to a conclusion tonight's episode of the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana. I'm Ken the Metal Professor, and don't worry, wrestling should be back pretty soon.